Thank you very much. It's the Motul Dutch TT here at the iconic Assen circuit. With us today for round 8, we have, of course, Repsol Honda rider Marc Marquez, a 37-point lead coming into this one after his win at home in Catalonia, and, of course, last year's Dutch TT race winner. Alex Rins, Team Suzuki X-Star rider, 4th in Catalonia, 3rd overall in the championship, and 2nd here last year. We have Ducati team rider Danilo Petrucci, 3rd in Barcelona and now 4th overall, 2nd here a couple of years ago. Jack Miller riding for Pramac Ducati, 5th last time out, 7th overall in the championship table, and Assen race winner in 2016. Petronas Yamaha SRT rider Fabio Quartararo, 2nd last time out in Barcelona for his first Motogp podium, and 2nd here twice in Moto3 and Moto2. And the man on fire in Moto2 right now. 3 wins on the spin for Estrella Galicia Mark VDS rider and championship leader Alex Marquez. We have Amy Dargan here, who will talk us through the MotoGP fan questions a bit later. But we'll start off, as ever, with you, Mark. So far, 2019 is going to plan. Your qualifying performances have been fantastic. Your race performances have been even better. Your peers and rivals say they've never seen you looking better on the bike. It must feel pretty good right now.
Yeah, disappointed that we are only on the 8th race of the championship and still remain 12 in front. But anyway, yeah, I'm very happy about the performance during this season. Overall, we are riding in a good way. We try to manage the different situations during a weekend in the best way. But we know that we'll arrive a few races that we will struggle, and we'll arrive a few moments that maybe we need to be more patient. But at the moment, we did a good test in Montmeló. We have some things here that we need to retry in a different layout, like can be Assen. And yeah, now we have 2 important races that is here and Germany before the summer break, and yeah, will be good to go on that summer break, on that short holidays in the best way.
Last year, you won one of the great races, one of the classics in MotoGP. A fantastic victory, and I'm sure it's great to look back on that race, great to be a part of, but I'm sure that you're looking for something a little less stressful here this weekend.
Yeah, of course, last year we arrived here, and we were here on the press conference, and we arrived with some doubts, because here is a racetrack that normally we struggle a little bit, and normally Yamaha and Suzuki are riding in a very good way, but last year we did a very good weekend, and we were riding, we had the pace, we were riding in a good way, we were fast, and yeah, then on the race, of course, was a big group there, one of the best race of the season for me, for the fun. And yeah, then we won the race, but especially more than the 25 points is that we had the pace during the race, and this was the most important, and we will try to find again this weekend this special feeling on this racetrack that is very, very nice, especially the sector 3 and 4, and yeah, try to find the best on Sunday that can be the podium or even the victory.
Thanks very much, Mark. We now move on to Alex Rins, 3rd in the World Championship, Alex, after your 4th in Catalonia. Did you come away from your home race quite disappointed, though? Better qualifying for you, but once you got up to 2nd place, I think a lot of people were wondering if you'd maybe try and chase down Mark. It didn't quite work out like that, so just talk us through what happened on Sunday in Barcelona.
Yeah, Sunday when I was 2nd, for sure, me too. I was trying to go from Pretux, but it was difficult. You know, maybe for the hot conditions, or I don't know why, but we suffered a lot. Also, we suffered a lot during the race for overtake the Ducati bike. The pressures goes up, and the bike was like floating, no. But anyway, I saved one nearly crash, no, and I go home with points. So this is the important thing.
It looks like this circuit seems to suit the Suzuki, seems to suit you. A 2nd place here last year. What is the key to unlocking a similar performance here this weekend?
Well, the key is just go full gas. This track looks like good track for the Suzuki bike, but also for Yamaha. But as you can see, last year the group was massive. No, a lot of riders on the front. We will try to give our 100%. Sincerely, I enjoy a lot on this track, overtaking, doing the fast corners. So let's try to do a good job.
Thanks very much, Alex. We now move on to Ducati rider Danilo Petrucci. Danilo, your first ever international podium here in 2011 and a second place here a couple of years ago. You come here in great form, 3 podiums on the trot. You did admit to us in Catalonia that perhaps you weren't expecting a podium, but I expect you are looking to try and be a lot closer to the front end here this weekend at a circuit you like.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite circuits. Last year, unfortunately, the race didn't go in our better way, but anyway, we are in a positive moment, and for sure in Barcelona we struggle a little bit more compared to Jerez, Le Mans, or Mugello. But anyway, we managed to score a podium. That was very important, and for sure I have been quite lucky to escape to the big crash. But then I was quite good to manage a race with Alex and Fabio very fast, and was very difficult to stay there. But I think we can fight for the podium also this race, and hopefully the weather will be nice all the weekend, and we'll see. For sure, I'm very happy to ride in this track.
A quick change of direction in terms of questions. 2 years ago, when you finished here second in social media questions, we introduced you to baby Danilo, who was named after you. The Van der Velden family are back here this weekend. Have you seen them?
Yeah. I've already seen the small Danilo. The only problem is that he's blonde, yellow hair. It's not very similar to me, but anyway, was a good moment. He was named Danilo after the race in Mugello, and then I scored another podium in 2017 here. Unfortunately, I lost the races with Valentino, and was his last victory. So for 2 years, I'm seeing the images of the last victory of Valentino crossing the line just a few moments before me, and so was a good moment.
Well, maybe he can be a lucky charm for you again this weekend. Thanks very much, Danilo. We now move on to Jack Miller from the Pramac Ducati racing team. Jack, a career full of highs and lows, you could argue, and a season full of highs and lows also. Just analyse where you feel you are this year, because when you're finishing races, you're looking strong, and you're more than often in the top 5.
Yeah, like you say, the finishing rate this year has been top 5 or 0, so we'll try and make it a top 5 again this weekend rather than a 0. No, feeling good. Barcelona was not a bad weekend. A track I normally don't like too much. Ducati normally goes well there, but for some way or reason or another, I never really go that great there. And to pull off a top 5, I was really happy. Awesome battle through the whole race with Danilo, Alex, and Fabio. Just couldn't quite stay with them at the end. Ran out of grip, even though we were on the medium, trying to manage it the best I could. Just couldn't hang the last 5 laps, let's say. But it was a lot of fun, a lot of bumping and barging, and I'm assuming it's going to be a lot more like that this weekend.
We all remember, of course, that famous victory for you here in 2016 and the celebrations afterward. Is it possible to arrive here in Assen without those memories flooding back?
No, because, every time we get about a week away from it, all I keep getting tagged in on Instagram is pictures of me drinking out of my boots, so it's pretty good. But, no, it's a track, I've had some success out of the past. I've always been pretty quick here, and I like the place a lot. But, last year, it was an awesome race. We were just hanging off the back of that group, couldn't quite bridge the gap, and I got to watch it all unfold. I had front row tickets to it, so hopefully this year we can be involved in it and, rub some paint.
Thanks very much, Jack. We now move over to the far end, and Fabio Quartararo here after your first ever Motogp podium. 12 days, of course, after that arm pump surgery. You've had a weekend off now to try and recover. I hear there's been a bit of fluid retention there as well. Just talk us through how you're feeling coming into this weekend.
Well, my feeling is much better than Barcelona, of course. Yeah, we take out some fluid of the arm, but I think we arrive much better than we expect in Barcelona. And here I'm almost 100%, so I'm quite happy of the recovering of the arm.
We've seen when riders have got their first MotoGP podiums, perhaps so many emotions pouring out in post-race press conferences, but you seem very calm, very focused, very serious. How different are you today as a MotoGP rider to where you were in Qatar when we started the season?
Well, for sure, we took a lot of experience compared to from now to Qatar, and I think it's going on a really good way. And here we will make the same work. Try to make a good Friday. Try to be in the Q2 and try to bring a good result home.
Thanks very much, Fabio. We now finally come to Alex Marquez, the Moto2 World Championship leader. Alex, you're in fantastic form at the moment in Moto2. Your best ever run, 3 wins on the trot. You must be feeling as high as the sky right now. Tell us what it is that's changed for you, because the last couple of seasons maybe haven't quite worked out in Moto2. We know that the talent's there. You're a former Moto3 World Champion, but you're looking really on it at the moment.
Yeah, you know, we arrived here with a good form, like you said, but it's only the 7th race, so we need to keep working like this. This is so long, and you know, we can be happy, but we need to keep like this. We need to keep working. You know, the change in the end, in the past, I had the speed, but we missed the regularity, especially during the race. So now, more or less after Jerez, we find it a little bit with some different changes, small ones, but especially in the mentality, because, you know, when you feel and when you believe in you and you know that you can do it, it's easier for everything. So now we are in a good form. We need to keep working like this because, like I said, this is so long. But, you know, it's one track that I like. It is one track that in the past I get some good results. But the objective is in same like in the last races. Try to get the maximum points, and I will be happy if we go home with a lot of points, because now coming to races, that is important for the championship.
Is it difficult at the moment not to see everything in the media about where your future is? Mark has always said in the past that if you win a championship, it's time to move on, but there don't look like there are a lot of options in MotoGP right now. Is it something that has crossed your mind, or are you just solely focused on Moto2?
You know, in my hands only is that I can make my work that is on track. You know, I'm winning races. I'm trying to win this championship because it's my dream and it's what I need to achieve, what I need to do. Is only I have this in my hands. What is coming, you never know. What I have clear is that if I stay in Moto2, I will stay with Marc BDS because it's the team. We are working so well. I have the right people on my side, so this is the most important thing. But we'll see what happens in the future. But, you know, I'm trying to do my work that is at the track, and we'll see what happens.
Alex, thank you very much. That's it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Floor questions, please.
Fabio, amazing race in Spain, but the only down point, if I may say so, are the first few laps. Do you have any idea how to improve this beginning of races?
Well, first of all, our weak point was the start. In almost every race, we lose 4 positions, 5 at the start. We lose, let's say, only 2 positions, and I had a touch with Marc in the beginning of the race, but we were 3rd or 4th at this moment, and there is where I missed the position. But I think in the first lap we are not so bad, but we need to work on the starts that we are still working on.
Question to Marc, Alex and Danilo. In Catalonia we saw in all classes a lot of crashes during the weekend, but especially during the race. Because of the high temperatures this weekend, do you expect a similar principle, or does Assen usually have more grip?
Yeah, it's true that normally when the track is warmer, then becomes everything a little bit sleepier and more sleepy, and yeah, then it's more difficult to understand where is the limit. But yeah, then on the race is where you push 100%. For that reason, you see more crashes. But anyway, here this race weekend looks like on Saturday and Sunday will be high temperatures. Of course, the pace maybe will be slower, but yeah, I think it's not related about it. It's related more about the layout, and normally here in Assen you don't see many crashes.
Yes, more or less what Market said. Finally, with here looks like will be a good temperature, more or less like in Montmeló. Sincerely, for us, it's not a big problem for our bike, but maybe can be for the track, no, these crashes.
Yeah, usually in Barcelona, Sunday, for our races is very, very difficult because it's very, very hot, and but we saw many crashes. But sincerely, all the weekend in Barcelona, the track was very, very dirty and very, very slippery. For that reason, maybe a lot of crashes. For sure, here temperature will be high, but not high like Barcelona. And then, yeah, I think there is hopefully there will be more traction on the track.
Yes, Mark, I have a question for you. Jorge told us that he might have a new fairing this weekend to try, and he said it, for the time being, it's only for me. But if it works for him, do you think you are going to try it as well?
I don't know. I just concentrate in my package. I know that he's trying many different things, and Honda is giving to him good support because he needs. But I just concentrate in my garage, and it's the first new. Maybe it's the same fairing that I try in Montmeló. I try one fairing in the test, but it's not my way. So just I continue with my base.
Okay, that concludes questions from the floor. Over to Amy with Motogp fan questions.
So we have some special guests in the MotoGP paddock this weekend, or actually today. So a motor competition was run in local schools, and I believe you guys had to design a helmet, if that's right. And you've already had a busy day because you've been doing a soapbox karting challenge, and I think Alex Rins, you were one of the team managers. But now you guys are going to take over social media questions, or fans' questions, I should say. So I'm going to hand over the mic firstly to Jürgen. Is that all the way down to you? Okay, right. I'm going to come down.
We have one more mic here.
Have you got another mic? We'll start off with Jürgen. Are you okay reading that one out, or do you want some help?
Wat is je mooiste race van dit seizoen? Marquez.
And who was that one for? Which rider, or for every rider? For every rider?
Marquez.
Marquez. Okay, so I think that was... Oh, yeah, which one? Alex or Mark?
This one or that one?
Mark? Should we go with Mark? Should we go with Mark? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, okay. And it was, which was the best race of the season? Okay, Mark, that one's for you.
The best race. So the best race of the season at the moment has been Argentina, because it's the one that I felt better, but also Jerez was very nice because I was in front of my fans. Of course, like you, that you are wearing 93 cap, you are my fans, but I was in the home GP, and yeah, I enjoyed a lot Jerez weekend, and maybe weekend I will choose Jerez.
Thank you. And Kai, are we coming to you now? Are you ready for your question?
Fabio Quattraro.
Okay, you tell
Fabio, do you think you can win the Dutch TT this year?
I hope. No, but at the moment we are still learning in this category. We are going step by step. We did our first podium in Barcelona, so we will try to make a good result, finish top rookie, and let's see if we can finish in the top 7. Will be a good result.
Thanks, Fabio. Luca, we're coming to you next. So if you say which rider it's for and ask your question, is that okay?
Hello, I'm Luca, and this question is for all the riders. When I'm happy, I make a Fortnite dance move. Do you have a special move for you are happy? Or you can show it to us?
Amy, help.
Okay, I'm helping. Normally you don't understand me, so it makes change. When I'm happy, I make this Fortnite dance move. Do you have a special move for when you are happy, and can you show it to us? Well, Mark, obviously we're going to come to you first, aren't we?
The swish. I mean, but I will not show it now. Here, no. But no. Amy.
I sincerely don't have any special dancing. When I cross the line and I'm in a good position, just the emotions go out, but I don't have a special one.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not very well looking when I dance. So usually when I'm really happy, I start to scream. But usually when I cross the line, nobody heard me. So this is good because I'm not really good also at singing. So
Like Danilo said, I scream a lot. Generally, I lose my voice before I arrive back to the Parc Fermé, so that's my specialty, I think. It's 2 from 2.
Well, I didn't have a lot of occasion to celebrate, but the only race I win the last year, I make the Salve. So, yes, this is the only one, but I think like everyone is screaming in the helmet.
Well, we have a joke with the team that is always moving the hand like this and then say, vamos, vamos, vamos. And when Mark is racing, always we are in the box and saying, vamos, vamos, bicho.
Hi, I'm Quinty. This is a question for all the riders. I think most of the riders are good looking. What does the girl of your dreams look like? And have you found her?
She say you're good looking.
She thinks you guys are all good looking. And what does the girl of your dreams look like? And have you found her yet?
Yeah. We are in Dodge, but normally I like the brown girls, and if I find or no.
Well, my gold girl, I think. ¿Cuál es la pregunta? Gold, ¿no? I don't understand the question.
Gold girl. Is that what you do when you arrive? You arrive to the club and you say, "Yep, that's my gold girl. That's her." My dream girl.
My dream girl. My dream girl, I think, is my girlfriend now. No. So.
I have too many, I think, to dream girl. You know, I'm a dreamer, and I don't know.
It's on National Geographic, no? It's a monkey.
Yeah, I can see on documentary. No, but I don't know. Maybe when I was I will say. I would say when I was child, I was looking. I was watching TVs, and there was Baywatch, and there was always Pamela Anderson. But it's not so nice to say because I was a child. But so I don't know. Yeah, but there are too many. I'm fell in love every few minutes, but I'm engaged. I have a girlfriend. Ciao, Giulia.
First of all, it's the first time I've really been called good looking, so thank you. Dream girl, what's her name? That Emily Rajakowski. I don't know how you say the last name, but she is. So probably that one.
Well, I'm not so complicated, so if a girl is beautiful, well, I don't have a dream girl, but just beautiful girls are nice, you know?
That's why you follow so many on Instagram.
Well, I'm not the most one, huh?
I don't have a dream girl, you know. Beautiful, like Quartararo say, and nice person, that's it.
This is also a question to like all the riders. If you could change anything about the technical regulations, what would you change?
I'd cut one of Mark's legs off.
Okay, who would like to go first? Should we just do the same order? Mark, do you want to answer first? Oof.
For me, it's not technical regulation, but it's about championship, and it's like less testing and more racing. This is the way.
Same
Alex? Oh, Fabio's already
Yeah,
answered.
same for me. And also for Dobby, I think, no? He don't
Yeah.
like to he don't like to test a lot like me.
Yeah, I would like to have less tests and more races, but I would like to have minimum weight for a rider and bike.
So you can eat more donuts.
Yeah, for the reason that I like donuts.
Jack?
No traction control, no electronics whatsoever. No high
Alex?
Like Mark say, less test and more racing is the way.
Thanks, guys. I think we have one more. Max? Are we all answered? Is everybody? Oh, there we go. Coming back. There we go. Lovely.
I'm in the middle of moving home and
It's for you, Petrucci.
Okay. I'm in the middle of moving home and I need to decorate my new room. Any suggestions?
Any? I have two big arms. I can give you an help. Just this. Any suggestion? I don't know. I moved the house quite a lot in the last year. But yeah, any suggestion? Don't collect a lot of things because you have to move a lot of things then next, and you need a big garage to take out all the things. So just don't collect all the things you find around.
Thanks, guys, for the live lessons. You guys are awesome, so thank you so much for your questions and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Absolutely, round of applause.
Okay, if I could just ask everyone behind to stay seated. And gentlemen, good luck this weekend. If I could just ask you to stand for the photo, please. Okay, kids, if you want to join the riders quickly for a photo as well. Squeeze up, kids. Squeeze together.
Here, please. Over here.
Okay, thank you very much.